At the end of the day, you're just a rich guy with all the toys beating up on lunatics.
I deal with criminals who threaten my city.
You're so far up your own ass, you can't see the truth. You're as nuts as any of them. Avesta had you pegged the minute she walked in your office. She started listing off your pals. All those friends of yours who went cuckoo. You didn't even flinch, because you're one of them.
Get out of Gotham while you still can. No!
Everything okay? We're done here. Signal the withdrawal.
I'm not gonna miss her, that's for sure. So, here we are, once again. Gotham's safe because of you. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it felt pretty good getting my hands dirty. Just like old times, huh? Truth is, after I got ousted, I didn't know my place anymore. Turned into an old guy in civvies, lurking around crime scenes.
We have to work together, Jim. Solve cases. Lock up the scum who terrorize our streets.
I'd like that.
So would I.
I gotta take this. Wife probably saw the news. See you around, Batman. Don't be a stranger.
I just felt so powerless. Like my life was crumbling around me. I had to do something to take back control.
Revenge is an impulse, one to be checked. I can't condone it. But I do understand it.
Thank you. That means a lot. I couldn't bear it if you despised me. So, where do we go from here? I suppose this puts me on your most wanted list, rather than us working together.
If you want to fill your father's shoes, you need to learn right from wrong. You need someone to teach you.
You're giving me a second chance?
Think of it more as a sentence. You'll have to work hard for your redemption.
I promise I won't let you down.
Then let's get started.
I was going to write a note, but I'm not a coward. At least I don't want to be. Not anymore. Then again, this won't be the first time I've found my courage in a single malt.
Courage for what?
Saying goodbye. I'm leaving, Bruce. It's time I went in search of better pastures.
You can't leave me, Alfred. I know things have been hard, but they'll get
Bruce,
better.
Please, don't try and stop me. My decision is already made. Your protestations, well, they won't make things any easier.
But why?
This war of ours is not what it was when we started. I no longer have the stomach for it. It's not sustainable. At least not for me.
So, take a back seat from the operations. Put your feet up for a while. Keep us stocked with cucumber sandwiches and tea.
And just stand idly by while your enemies rend you limb from limb? Do a little dusting while you bleed out on the Batcave floor? I don't think so. Our mission used to be so clear. Catch the criminals, lock them up. But nothing is clear anymore, at least not to me. Now everything has become so gray.
Gray? Talk to me, Alfred.
We used John Doe, exploited his friendship to get you into the pact. We took advantage of someone you met in an asylum, for God's sake. Someone clearly challenged with a proven tendency to violence.
Well, it worked, didn't it?
In a manner of speaking. You empowered John Doe, kept him close when you should have put him away, inspired him to become something far more dangerous than he ever was.
What's your point?
Sometimes it's as if Batman creates the evil he means to destroy. For all our good intentions, I fear we only make things worse. A dreadful thought, I know, but one that keeps me awake at night.
Oh, please. There were plenty of criminals around before Batman showed up. I put most of them in jail.
Two-Face, Cobblepot, Lady Arkham, Joker, all they have in common is you. Anyone who comes into contact with us suffers. Lucius is gone. Tiffany has blood on her hands. I foolishly thought bringing her in might make things better, as if her enthusiasm might remind us how things were in the beginning. The lives we touch are touched by pain. Friends, colleagues, innocents. No one is spared.
You think I want that? We can fix the problem, Al, but not if we run from it.
Unless we are the problem. Leaving this all behind might be the only solution. One thing is for certain, my tremors are gone.
That's great news, Al.
They stopped the minute I made the decision to go. I thought it was the kidnapping with Lady Arkham that caused them, some kind of residual trauma. But I had it wrong. This sense of powerlessness I've been feeling, it came from something I saw in you. The tremors, the fainting spells, all of it.
Alfred, I'm so sorry. I've caused you so much pain.
No, please don't misunderstand me. Let me explain. Your father was driven by an obsession, by a need to control. He rushed headlong into the darkness, thinking himself invincible, oblivious to the cost. Just like you.
Not like me. I chased that darkness away.
And yet, history is repeating itself. I'm more certain of that with every passing day.
Okay, maybe I am more like my father than I want to admit, but our paths are different.
Can't you see? The paths may diverge, but they end in the same place. Face down in an alley, shot in the dark by criminals in some godforsaken corner of Gotham. I won't be witness to that. I won't bury you, too. I stood by and did nothing while Thomas destroyed himself, along with everything he loved. I enabled him, like I'd been enabling you. Realizing this, I've never felt so helpless. I wanted things to be different for you, my boy. You deserved a better life than the one I gave you. I failed you, and for that I'm sorry.
Alfred, I'm nothing without you. You're my father. The best father anyone could have hoped for.
A good father wants his children to be happy and safe. Seeing how far you are from either, it's why I have to go. Well, I don't want to miss my flight. There's always traffic around the airport. You don't have to do it, Bruce. There are other ways of doing good in the world. But you pour everything into your bloody crusade, and I know you too well to hope you'll ever change.
damn, what are you doing? No! Ah, man.
Alfred, wait. Would you stay? If I promised things would be different.
Is that a promise you can keep?
Like you said, there are a lot of ways to help. I'm sure the city could use a man of my talent and resources.
Are you sure about this?
I'll do whatever it takes to keep our family together, Al. Even this. So please, tell me you'll stay.
Well, maybe just one more night.
Oh my god, that was a really tough choice. Oh man. Whoa, 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 why did it end there? Wait, what? Oh my god. Oh no, I really want to see more. Man, oh my god, I'm so confused. I mean, kind of, like, I'm gonna explain everything right now. Let's evaluate our choices. Oh man. Harley Quinn.
You got that look in your eye, the kind that says you're trouble.
So, Harley Quinn, you and 0% of players told her you will bring her to justice. Harley took cruel delight in getting you to say you were part of the pack in front of Tiffany. She was furious that the pack abandoned her at Edge City Convoy Way. Harley genuinely came to trust you after you exposed Catwoman as a thief of Riddler's laptop. Harley was heartbroken when you convinced Jones to subdue her, thinking herself safe as an agency asset. She's dared you to try and break her down. Alright. Waller.
Thunderbolt! I'm the whole goddamn hurricane!
So, you and 40% of players remain in stalemate with her. Waller was furious that she tampered with your witness after Riddler first resurfaced in Gotham. She appreciated you reaching out to her after your first fight with Bane. Waller was thankful that you maintained your cover with the pack for as long as you could. She declared you an enemy of the stage for siding with John Doe on the Gotham Bridge. Though your stalemate with Waller's stance, she left Gotham as your enemy. Alright, so I gotta talk about this. Obviously, I did that because I wanted somehow to save. I mean, I could. Like, it's complicated, this one, right? So, Waller. She was the bad guy. So was Joker. I wanted to save them and put them in a cell. I don't know how that would have gone, but I tried my best there, alright? I managed to get her out of Gotham. She's my enemy, but I don't care. She was really... How do I say this, like... She was really mean, alright? I don't mean to preach a lot, but... Like... She was really annoying. And so, I would want a partner as bad as her, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Though, I'd like to say that even though I didn't like your ways, and I thought maybe I should have worked with her as much as I did, in the end it turned out alright. But what's done is done, I guess. We're here based on the choices that I made. Even though I wish... I mean, I don't know. I think that it would have been better if I saved Selena instead of Waller, to be honest. We'll talk about that in a minute though, alright? So now, Gordon. I'm very glad...
Safety is slipping out from under me and I can't stand it!
I'm glad that the partnership between us is gonna continue. But I can't say that for sure though, since I mean I can work with him as Wayne, as Bruce Wayne, right? Let's see, you and 6% of players accepted Gordon's apology. Gordon was suspicious when Riddler said Batman worked with a recently deceased Lucius Fox. When Waller berated you for tampering with your weakness, Maury, Gordon supported you. He was hurt when you called Waller instead of him to help you after Bane's initial attack. Gordon was disgusted that you sided with a criminal Catwoman instead of the law. He was grateful when you forgave him for losing his self-control and letting Waller get to him. Then again here, I really wanted to help him more, but I had no choice, man. It was really, I had to make some really tough choices there, and unfortunately, I may have sided with Waller in some of them, even though that were against my will. Yeah, I wish I could have done something better, like choose Jim and Selena instead more, but it didn't. It wasn't that bad, at least. So yeah, I guess it turned out in a good way as well. So I'll take it. Selena.
I weighed my options, and what can I say? I don't like to lose.
You and 35% of players made no deal with Waller on Selena's behalf. Man, I really wanted to stay here. I don't know what's gonna happen here right now. I really wish they would show me something, they would give me something to help her. After her return to Gotham, Selena wasn't relieved when you said you thought redemption was possible. She was touched you went against Gordon to warn her that GCPD was on her tail. She was honored to be invited into the Batcave, your secret sanctum. Selena felt betrayed when you blamed her for the theft of Riddler's laptop. You left Catwoman's fate up to Waller, and she reluctantly serves on the agency's covert task force. No! No! Oh my god, I really want to save her. Dang it! Let's just pretend I saved her. Oh my god. I really... Oh man. Oh man. Tiffany.
I won't let you down.
You and 80% of players took Tiffany under your wing. Tiffany believed your lies about your father's death and was apologetic about doubting you. She was terrified when you admitted to being part of the pact in your father's lab. After she realized you were working with the agency, she regretted calling the GSPD on you. She was at first confused, but then completely blown away when you told her you were Batman. Now Tiffany is repenting for the murder of a Riddler under your watchful mentorship. Nice. I'm glad we fixed the relationship over here. That's cool. Now about Avesta.
Criminally insane. You're drawn to them, aren't you?
You and 55% of players asked her to come work for you. Avesta was traumatized by Riddler's name and the loss of her hearing. She was thankful you let it slide when she admitted she revealed your secret identity to Waller. Avesta was worried when John Doe refused her help, planning Harley after she escaped scientists. After helping you blackmail Waller, Avesta is hopeful about your new position at Wayne Enterprises. Good, that's what I wanted to say. I wanted to see her actually get a job at Wayne Enterprises, but seems like she's gonna get it. Very nice, I'm very glad about that. Alfred.
If a man hides in plain sight for that long, does he forget who he really is?
You and 37% of players gave up the mantle of Batman. You spared Alfred the grief of watching his friend's death on the Batcomputer. When you told Tiffany your secret, Alfred was relieved he no longer had to keep it from her. After collapsing in the Batcave, Alfred felt reassured when you agreed that he needed vacation. He soon became gravely concerned by Batman's continued influence on a vigilante Joker. When you decided to give up the cowl, Alfred became cautiously optimistic about your shared future. Man, I really don't know what to say, that was really tough. But I had to do it because Alfred is family, and I can pretty much help as Bruce Wayne. So hopefully everything will go as planned. Hopefully everything will go fantastic for both Bruce and Gordon and Gotham in general. The good side, I mean. The Joker.
We're two threads in the same stitch, bound together, even under strain.
Now here, man, that was really... I didn't know what to do. Like, obviously, he's a psycho. I really felt bad. Excuse me. I really felt bad for him. I didn't want to play with his feelings, even though I did. And I didn't count on him as his friend, but I just had to do it for his own sanity. So, even though, don't get me wrong, he helped me out in a couple of scenarios, and I really appreciate it. Obviously, with the passing of time, we had a bond, but obviously we couldn't stay friends because he was not only he was psycho, but he took it too far. So the connection there was not the right one. When he found you at Lucia's funeral, John was thrilled when you agreed to meet his friends. He was heartbroken when Harley was left behind in the convoy. John was grateful that you took his advice and blamed Catwoman for stealing Will's laptop. After you trusted him in the funhouse, John devoted himself to helping you clean up Gotham. Joker thinks you're as crazy as he is for considering yourself friends. Well, maybe I shouldn't have trusted Joker, and he might have not been in that state. I should have saved Selena and say that I was the mole. Dang it, man. Did you save Willie or Agent Harrison? You and 15% of players saved Agent Harrison. 15% of players hesitated during Bane's attack. 70% of players saved Willie. I saved Agent Harrison since he was an agent while Willie was a bad guy, basically. Did you take Tiffany into the field with you? 22% of players had Tiffany help from the Batcave, obviously since I couldn't risk her life, basically. So yeah. Did you agree to hand over Joker to Waller? 31% of players agreed to hand over Joker to Waller. I mean, I had to. Even though I should have figured out that it wouldn't be possible, it wouldn't have happened actually. But I did it for... I don't know, I just felt like in the movies it would have gone that way, you know, for sure, so I felt like doing that. That was a slight hope, at least. Did you give up the cowl so Alfred would stay? You and 36% of players thought Alfred you would give up being Batman. 5% of players refused to hear Alfred's last words. 58% of players chose never to give up being Batman. Damn. Which Joker did you defeat? You and 55% defeated Vigilante Joker. Wow. Photos collected. Man, I mean, I'm really frustrated that I didn't save Selena, man. Oh, there's continuation.
Visitor for John Doe.
Bruce!
What? What? I was expecting to see more. Damn. What was that? So, in general, I don't know why, but the one thing that really is bugging me the most is that I didn't save Selena. Like, I really wanted to give her a future with Bruce. That's the only thing that really is bugging me right now. And doesn't even show if there's gonna be a continuation. Given the circumstances, I doubt it, but remember to put a smile on your face, as always, say it with me. Plus, Ultra!